Oh, there you guys are. Welcome back to Steve's Show. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to go quicker with our picks. I'm not feeling too good tonight. I'm a little sick. My nose is a little red from all the blowing in my nose. But we're here, and we got to make our Week 3 picks. So here we go right off the bat. We're going to go with the Packers again. We're going to win 27-17 against those Saints, and I think Jaden Reed's going to have another big game, especially if Christian Watson plays. This could be opening up the field a little bit more for Jaden Reed. Moving on quick to Game 2, Titans-Browns. I am picking the Titans 24-20. I think Derrick Henry's going to have 2 touchdowns in this game. Moving on to Game 3, I have the Falcons squeezing it out over the Lions 32-30. I think Drake London is going to have a big game, a breakout game this week. Bijan Robinson is also a lethal runner for that team, so I think they'll be able to pull this game off against the Lions. Game 4, I have the Broncos losing to the Dolphins. What's new? Tyreek Hill is going to have a big game. He got contained a little bit against the Patriots, but I think he's going to come back stronger than ever. Game 5, Chargers are going to beat the Vikings, I think, 36-28. I just don't see the Vikings being able to stop that pass threat of Mike Williams and Keenan Allen. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. Fun to watch. Game 6, let's move on to the Patriots. They are going to beat the Jets 17-13, I believe. I think Hunter Henry is going to get another touchdown like he has every single game this year so far. I know it's only 2, but either way, he's on pace for a touchdown every day. Moving on to Game 7. Bills beating the Commanders 31-20, I believe. I think Gabe Davis is going to have a big game. Maybe 2 touchdowns for Gabe Davis. I think that sounds about right. Start him. Game 8, I do have the Texans losing to the Jaguars by 2. I think Travis Etienne is going to have a good game. The Texans, CJ Stroud, he's been looking better each game, but I still don't think they're going to be able to pull this one off because the Jags have to come back alive strong after losing to the Chiefs last week. Game 9, Colts versus the Ravens. I do have the Ravens winning this game 32-17. I think Gus Edwards is going to have a big game, considering they have no other backfield right now for the Ravens. So if it's not Gus Edwards running it, it will be Lamar Jackson most likely. Game 10, I have the Panthers losing to the Seahawks 24-17. Kenneth Walker is one of my breakout players this week, I think, as well for the Seahawks. I think he's going to have a big game. Game 11, I have the Chiefs squeezing it out against the Bears. Now, I know the Bears look terrible. Everybody's bashing the Bears, but I do think they're going to be able to make this game close. But I do still think Patrick Mahomes is going to pull this game off. I do have the Cowboys beating the Cardinals in the next game. I think Tony Pollard is going to have a big game. Defensively wise, the Cardinals are not going to be able to score against these Cowboys, even with Trayvon Diggs out. The front 4 are just still too lethal. Game 13, I have the Steelers beating the Raiders 23-13. With that defense stepping it up the way they did against the Browns was very impressive, and George Pickens having a breakout game last week, I think they're going to look forward to using him more this week against the Raiders. Game 14, we have the Eagles beating the Bucks 34-23. A.J. Brown will be my fantasy pick. Like I said, I do think he's going to have a breakout game this week. He hasn't had a touchdown or a 100-yard game this year, and I think this will be the game he does it against the Buccaneers. Game 15, the last game, we have the Rams beating the Bengals 23-20. I do think Kyron Williams will have a big game running for the Rams, as he usually does. Now that they got rid of Cam Akers, they can kind of forget about all of that and move on to winning. That's my Week 2 picks. I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you next time. Peace.